Okay. So next we study identity operators. Identity operators compare the memory locations of two objects. There are two identity operators as explained below. Operator is, this evaluates to true if the variables on either sides of the operator point to the same object and false otherwise. X is y, here is results in 1 if id of x equals id of y. Is not, evaluates to false if the variables on either side of the operator point to the same object and true otherwise. X is not y. Here is not results in 1 if id of x is not equal to id of y. So the id memory location have so the list 1 equal to 1 2 3. List 2 equal to 1 2 3. X equal to list 1. So identity operators compare the memory location of two objects. Two objects. Object now. This list 1 2 3 have list say object name. 1 2 3 have list say aina list 1 have variables hapchal. Atopa list 1 2 3 have list list 2 have atopa variable hapchal. Variable list 1 have variables list 2 have variables tongan variable since they are defined separately. Sigi variable uneasy, sigi variable uneasy different memory locations. List 1 is list 2. List 1 and list 2 the same object whether the memory locations of these two objects are the same. List 1 and list 2 the memory location. Let us run this, it will be false. I see how to run the stop. Let me run this first. Run so 1 2 3 list 1 the 1 2 3 list 2 the and since list 1 and list 2 are two different variables, the list 1 is list 2. So you see, let me run this again. It should give us false. List 1 list 2 is defined to whenever. Next, x equal to list 1 have never. List 1 see list x have variables the assigned to have never. X is list 1. So true la never. List 1 see x the assigned to you will get x is list 1 true pangani. List 1 list 2 even though see magi list ki elements in manaragasu tongan defined to list 1 and list 2 ko di manate boy memory location kene. List 1 is list 2 the false la list 1 is not list 2. True la list 1 is list 2 is false la list 1 is not list 2. When I run this, it should be false. Oh, sorry, true. Manadre have list 1 list 2 manadre memory location manadre. So this is true. List 1 list 2 memory location manabra manade because I should separately tongan defined however. X equal to list 1 and list 1 is direct x the assigned option banina. So the uneasy memory location manari. X as well as list 1 they point to the same memory location. These two point to different memory locations. Already next order of operations. Expression number the operator mayam yor magadi operator hana tawudagi have hana addition hana tawudra multiplication hana tawudra exponentiation hana tawudra maths how I come to school da. We are going to study the order of operation again in Python operators. When an expression contains more than one operator, the order of evaluation depends on the order of operations. For mathematical operators, Python follows the mathematical convention. Mathematical convention to follow the acronym PEMDAS is a useful way to remember the rules. PEMDAS PEMDAS. P for parenthesis, E for exponentiation. Exponentiation is the power ka M for multiplication, D for division, A for addition, S for subtraction. There we go. Parentheses have the highest precedence and can be used to force an expression to evaluate in the order you want. And since expressions in parentheses are evaluated first. Parentheses, so the parentheses like parentheses na highest order highest precedence whenever. So let us look at this example. 2 multiplied by 3 minus 1. So when I run this cell, what will be the answer?
4.
The expression inside the parenthesis will be evaluated first. So 3 minus 1 is 2. So 2 multiplied by 2, it is 4. Next, when I run this next cell, what will be the output?
2 to the power 3.
2 to the power 3. Parenthesis, so 5 minus 2 is 3. 1 plus 1 is 2. So 2 to the power 3, that is 8. You can use parentheses to make an expression easier to read, as in minute into 100 divided by 60, even if it does not change the result. When a result change, exponential. Next, after parentheses, exponentiation has the next highest precedence. So 1 plus 2 star 3.
9.
Exponentiation. So before addition, exponentiation will be done first. So 2 to the power 3, that is 8. 8 plus 1, 9.
3, 4, 9, 9, 2, 18.
18 exponentiation 3 square after that you multiply by 2. So 3 square is 9 and 2 times 9 is 18. The multiplication and division they have higher precedence than addition and subtraction. So the multiplication and division addition subtraction so they have higher precedence. So look at this. 2 star 3 minus 1. What will be the answer?
6 minus 1 sub 5.
5. The answer will be 5. CD.
The division and 2 is 8.
8. The answer should be 8. Correct. So today, when you divide two integers, the answer is a float. 8.0. So in Python 3, when you perform the division operator, the output is a floating point number. The floating point integer you can add a floating point number to an integer. You can multiply a floating point number with an integer. The answer will be floating point number. The operator with the same precedence are evaluated from left to right, except exponentiation. So in this expression, 64 slash 2 star 4. Is already.
The 8 is 2 4 multiply left. Oh, left left to right. The 64 by 2 32. 32 into 4. 4 8. 128.
128. So first it will start from the left. 64 by 2, that is 32. 32 times 4. Natra, 128. Point 0 is the division. Floating points. The division happens first and the result is multiplied by 4. Although 2 4 multiplication 2 divide by 2 times 4, that is 8. To divide by 2 times 4, you can use the parenthesis or write in this form. 64 to 2 divide answer to the 4 divide. So there are two possibilities. That is, let me write it here. 64 divided by say the 2 times 4. 64 divided by 2 times 4. So here we have parentheses. So 4 to the 8, 8, 8, 64. 8 later call. Sum of 64 by 2, 32, 34, 32 divided by 4, that is also again 8. I call the swine torosui, not the swine torosui have. A few more examples some pyramid. So A is 10, B is 15, C is 4. A minus 3 by 2 plus C star 3 minus 1.
10 minus 3 7 by 2 3.5 3.5.
Let me run this first.
15 4 7.5 to the power 3 minus 1.
Sorry. Adudi 3 by 2 is Torni, Adudi C times 3 young Torni, Pisnari cock. At the Kaduna in Dorico. Very simple. Then the answer will be 19.5. Yareko.
19.5.
Adra Muyangasi expression Hibasinakarino, Habsium Yangasero. What is an expression? Programming language the expression. Hibam Layabo. So expression oh hi.
Hojiki A minus 3 by 2 have sa. Nasai the coin of Manga Togi with the left the Horaga right to Tawidana, Rosalidana.
Aduna manner order manner same precedence like
okay.
Division and multiplication subtraction. So division and multiplication will be performed first. Multiplication ga division ga di mane yeba. Aduna multiplication division ga di oirom de tora aneba. Adagi addition ga subtraction ga ju mane aduna oirom de tora aneba. So addition subtraction de when program like multiplication division de ngasai order kitang important. Okay. So the expression haibama statement haibama koina wahi term ani khaksinai adu karino hani yangasi. An expression is a combination of values, variables, and operator. Value ne, variable ne, operator ne sin pulaga sembudu expression kawi. A value all by itself is also considered an expression. Value mathanda lejaramo so kone expression kawi. The variable amakatamak lejaramo so adu kone expression haigani. So are the following legal expressions. So makhada piri mari say we are all legal expression. Here two values. A value anile and one operator. So aduna combination of values, variables, and operators have never. So values combined with an operator. So this is an expression. Expression with the value like 8. Output value like 3 plus 5, 8. A value by itself has a value by itself is considered an expression. Aduna in a value 42 then this is an expression. Magi value. Adagi A have variable mamang a equal to 10 and defined of record. So a variable by itself is also an expression. So it's a variable. A variable by itself is also an expression. The A plus 25. So variable, operator, value. Aduna, it is a combination of values, operators, variables. So this is also an expression. Record. Expression have the combination of values, variables, and operators. Value mathanda API, variable mathanda API, operator di mathanda API. So when you type an expression at the prompt, the interpreter evaluates it. Interpreter the Python interpreter evaluates it, which means that it finds the value of the expression. In this example, A has the value 10 and A plus 25 has the value 35. So these are expressions. Next, the statement. What is a statement? A statement is a unit of code that has an effect, like creating a variable or displaying a value. Displaying a value with the print command. Example. N equals 17. 17 haiba value ama n haiba variables the assigned to select. So this assignment statement it creates a variable called n and assigns the value 17 to n. So this is a statement. When we run it, there will be So bukan tadi sudah di value tolaroi. Output tolaroi. Sudah di tolak ini kok. This is creating a variable never. So n equal to 17 we have created a variable n. Aduga 17 hari value is going to happen manever. Next print n. Print n displays the value of n. Print n. Print n say this is a statement. N nang ida kana expression. Print n hari kana statement. Right? A statement is a unit of code that has an effect like creating a variable or displaying a value. My example ni Python programming natraga any program. Koi program ama irakuma matamda ikoni irakadui kaino statement mayam irakadui never statement mayam na pullaga program ama same never. Right? Adagi sigi expression expression mayam pujulaga ama statement same ya ba. Statement mayam pullaga amuk program am same ya program same ni aita. So the first line is an assignment statement that gives a value to n. The second line is a print statement that displays the value of n. When you type a statement, the interpreter executes it, which means that it does whatever the statement says. In general, statements do not have values. Statement ki value like so print n haisa badani. So print hariba function ki value like print n has n ki mana value printer pani print n haiba sigi function ki value like n equal to 17 assignment haibani. When I run this cell, output tholo okay. In general, statements do not have values. Aduga assignment yormai ko study assignment yormai each expression has some value 3 plus 5 8 42 a 10 a plus 25 35 every expression has values. So then assignments don't have statements don't have values. Last pointer lakuda comment ikuna program even the comment is important. Writing comments are very important. Why? Because when my program becomes very large, programs confusion because programs different lines statement sigi statements in a karitawi sigi statements in a karitawi sigi statement any is na kari tawna e giveno magi roles na karino magi functions in karino ai sai thang gyan ta to ya ba aduna any iriba every statement group of statements in je magi purpose amam laidana ko magi purpose to any make sense and comment or pi hok ta di adu hayeng aina amuk kalakum patamda jam line khangani okay this group of 5 statements magi purpose is sini aduga this group of statements magi purpose na sini have je idea to lakani adu lagi aine program je when I give my program to someone else manazu ato mi duna su sai comment se par kan da okay mana se iriba se program se group of statements na se purpose lai re another group of statements na se purpose lai re aduna ai program je block when sum ya kan da block among na tori function je khang ka do ne ko aduna comment to ba have se yam important oi. So how do you insert comments in Python? Slide. As programs get bigger and more complicated, they get more difficult to read. For this reason, it is a good idea to add notes to your programs to explain in natural language what the program is doing. These notes are called comments. So single line comments ये hash symbols hash symbols na represent the way. So say the hash harga compute the percentage of the hour that has elapsed. Aina sigi statement ahum jana pullaga program ama same ko. These 3 statements they combine to form a program. Sigi program kari hona program no harga di to compute the percentage of the hour that has elapsed. Adu hona program never. So comment am pisalaga ai program sigi purpose ai khangba ngam ba. I have to read the program again and I have to think about it. Mana to is book and I canbam changini about. Comments behuvana I programs to purpose what purpose does it serve? It serves to compute the percentage of hours that has elapsed. So 15 minutes. 15 minutes I have percentage on to carry 15 minutes onto the percentage kano have the never possible. What is that? So it should be 1 by 4. 1 by 4 have the 25%. Natra 25%. So minute percentage, minute by 60 into 100 percentage. So print percentage. In this case, the comment appears on a line by itself. Comment is one line line. Otherwise, you can also put comments at the end of a line. Line comment percentage equals minute into 100 by 60. Statement a percent hash symbol percentage of an hour. Comments is minor aduna at the end of a line PSUI, Natraga Magi separate line in PSUI. Separate line in PSUI print percentage. So let me run this again. This will give us the same answer, 25%. So everything from the hash to the end of the line is ignored. It has no effect on the execution of the program. So percentage till the end of this line, it is ignored. So percentage till the end of this line, it is ignored. The program is execute commencing ignore whenever. Commencing execute commence commence program programmer even ever. Program kari mathau tawige program kari purpose serve tawige habido adu khangnabagidamagta akoina commence even ever ko. Okay, so that is all for today.